should be back now. Let me go see if the stream is up and running. And then I can see if they can hear you. Because I did enable part of the audio.
Then it should be fine.
Yeah. So we are live, so let me go and see. Oh, I can say that the stream does hear you now, so that's great.
Yeah, that's nice. For 1 second you're alone, one restart, and you have a co-commentator.
Yeah. If I again for me, like from what I'm hearing, I can't hear you that well. So obviously, if like try your best to just speak like clearer. Obviously, it's probably just because of your microphone, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I am starting at the back of the grid, so I'll do what I just said and do a slow inlet every time.
Yeah, you can also give some commentary from the back of the grid if when I finish at the front. Yeah, you can let me know what's happening. You can let everybody know what's happening at the back. Better two pairs.
My wheel? If I click my shifter on the wheel, do you hear that?
I do hear, but it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's only for a little while, I guess.
Yeah, only for the first lap.
So it looks like everybody apart. Oh no, you on the soft. Okay, never mind. So everybody outside top 10 obviously going for mediums. It's the no-brainer. Just only 4 people. There's not a lot of back markers here. So if they can stay with the soft runners, then they should be in a very handy position here.
The medium tire is to start the medium tire is the better strategy because you are faster at the end of the race. So if they can keep up in the first stint, then they should have a chance.
Exactly.
I can confirm there's no rain expected, as Jeff told me.
Okay, well that's good to know, isn't it?
It looks a bit cloudy, so.
I do expect, if I'm going to be completely honest, I do expect P1 and P2 to pull away. I know what they're capable of, K1 and Norway.
I've driven some against races in Division 9 and those 2 guys are so fast.
You are right there. That's the reason they're 1 and 2 in the championship at the moment, with JD in 3rd position in the championship, but he is starting 4th for the Dutch Grand Prix here. Jeffrey in P4 in the championship and starting P3 for the Dutch Grand Prix. So they're just swapped.
It's always nice to see the championship leaders together at the front row.
Exactly. So every race can be crucial because after this they only have about 6 rounds left. Yeah. But hopefully I can get a different camera angle than this one because I'm at the back, just looking down towards turn 1. So that's not nice. Oh. Here we go. We have 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. It looked like Larry got the better of the start between both of them. He is already ahead going into turn 1. K1 coming under pressure from Jeffrey. But Larry looks clearly ahead. Sway losing a bunch of positions, going down to last place.
Yeah, Sway spun around. Lars collided with him, I think. And Sway spun.
Yeah, so we had the drivers colliding at the back. It shuffled a few positions. Lars, as you can see, dropping down from the top 10 to 12th position. Lowry is pulling along K1 here with a 7th gap back to Jeffrey. So Maybe it could be as I predicted, the top two pulling away here. Already 8/10ths, and DRS hasn't even been enabled yet, so he really needs to get moving. K1 really looking to get that position back. He's only 3/10ths away, so looks like he really wants it here. He wants to get track position, which is not a bad idea around Zandvoort because with only one quite decent DRS straight with a semi one where you wouldn't really go for overtakes, his track position is key.
Yeah. Overtaking is hard around here.
Yeah, nice one. Now we can see everything here. Let's put the lap data on. We won't put the ERS because we wanna have a bit of realism here. But still, K1. So Jeffrey's fallen out of DRS range already on lap 2. It looked like the second one, but that's just for some retired cars and last pitting. That's completely fine. No safety cars there. Again, Totu's still pulling a gap to Jeffrey here. Jeffrey's might be coming under a bit of pressure from DNAC. Looks like Jeffrey doesn't have an answer to the top two's pace here. They're really pushing.
Yeah. Pulling away. Yeah, 31 is amazing pace. If they could keep that up.
Yeah. They're driving very good right now for the first stint, but I hope they don't use their tires too much when they fall back into the crutches of Jeffrey. But with DRS enabled now, they're going to get even further away. Don't expect Jeffrey to get back in anytime soon, if I'm going to be completely honest. But,
no, it doesn't look like it. He's only losing time.
Now Thomas here is about 9/10ths away in P8 from 7th position Black Barla, and looks like he's kind of holding up a medium run of XS. So XS looks like he's really pushing around Thomas on the mediums.
It would be nice to see if XS can make a move now with DRS. Of course, Thomas also has DRS, but anything is possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeffrey needs to pick up the pace if he wants to stay in touch with K1 and Lowry.
Yeah, we see XS going down the inside of Thomas. He wants that position. He knows that Thomas is maybe holding him up slightly, and that he feels superior on the mediums compared to Thomas on the softs. I think there was a move on Samibo from Sway Ross. Correct if I'm mistaken, but
yeah, Sway was behind him. He made a move into turn 1.
Great one from him. He needs to get a move on. He's 4.7 seconds back. And, it doesn't look like he's gonna catch up because the DRS chains are too powerful.
Exactly. Meanwhile, K1 is really pushing Lowry through the corners. He was right in his gearbox, but can't make a move in this small DRS zone.
Looks like they're kind of maintaining the gap now to Jeffrey. It doesn't seem like they're pulling away as quickly, even though they're pulling away maybe a few hundredths here and there and then a 10th.
Yeah, but Jeffrey is also pulling away from Mike and Chris.
Yeah, he's doing a stellar job
finding some pace.
100%. I think that was JD. So Mr. Chris trying to go for a move. They're banging wheels going into turn 2, then turn 3 and 4 consecutively. Mr. Chris backs out of it. A very wise move because still got 31 laps ahead of you. There's no point fighting this hard when...
Yeah, it's a long way.
Exactly. His team, JD's team has gone away out of DRS. So that battle even cost them. Even that there was that little side by side through the first few corners.
Yeah, well, they were battling. Something happened with XS because he lost 2 positions in turn 1. So maybe he made a mistake and loses another position. I think he has damage.
Yeah, well, it looks like K1 is closer to Leroy than he's ever been so far. You can see on his dash there, he has a full battery going into the banking here. And it looks like he's just relaxing, he's just letting Leroy push, you know, he's not really too concerned, but he is holding down the overtake button. Did dummy Leroy, he's dummied him, I think. Leroy did miss his breaker point a little bit, ran a bit wide, but he's completely fine. Nothing too major. As we have a yellow flag.
Yellow flag. It's Samibo was spun in the banking.
He's got a speeding penalty for good measure. He won't be happy about that.
No, definitely not. This judge is breaking point because of the damage. Yeah, K1 is really pushing now. He wants this. He wants to make this move.
He's ducking out of the slipstream to not catch a Leroy too early.
Yeah. Yeah, he's using overtake here. Definitely gonna make a move now. Or at least try it. Through the banking, opening the DRS, using overtake. Goes around the outside of turn 1. But just can't make the move stick.
Yeah, it was a bit optimistic trying to go around the outside. Doesn't really work most of the time. You have to have a clear tire or braking advantage over the next person. But something's happened to DNAC.
Yeah, DNAC spun. I think he clipped the curb on the inside of turn 3 and then, yeah, he just got spun around immediately.
Unfortunate for him. But back to the battle of the front. We're going to take off the tires now. Or the tires that everybody's on. And we're going to look at the position changes. So, obviously Leroy passed the K1 on the start, gaining position. K1 losing a position. Jeffrey, JD, and Mr. Chris have all stayed have all not lost or gained position there in their starting places. Black Bala, Thomas, Fred, and AlphaTauri in 9th have all gained a position, while Ferrari, Sway, and Lars have all lost positions. So yeah, it's not looking ideal for those of you, for those of the drivers that have lost positions. They really want to be up there because once you've fallen back, it's basically impossible to catch up.
Yeah, you need a safety car or something to get back in the mix.
Yeah, and as we say that there is a spinner.
Yeah.
I think there's an incident between two drivers. It looks like Fred and AlphaTauri of Pale. I'm butchering that name. But still, these two managed to pull a 2.4 second gap to Jeffrey in the space of 8 laps. Very, very, very strong pace here.
Yeah, they're keeping the pace up also. The times don't drop as dramatically as the tires degrade. Yeah, if K1 wants to make a move, he needs to be just that little bit closer to get the inside of turn 1.
Leroy leaves the door wide open, so I mean...
Yeah, misses the apex completely.
Yeah, but K1 could have taken advantage of that later, because it looks like Leroy is maybe expecting the dive, so... Not the dive necessarily, but just a lunge. Just a little lunge to maybe cut Leroy off.
Maybe if K1 can be smarter and throw a dummy in, force the mistake on Leroy's side.
I think that's another spinner. It's the Mercedes of Fred.
Yeah, it's again. But you want the inside for turn 1. Around the outside is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
It's an unspoken rule in the Netherlands. If turn 1 is called Tarzan, if you go around the outside of Tarzan, you want to be in the gravel.
Oh. But it looks like K1's gonna go try it around the outside here. He goes a bit deep. He's gonna allow Leori to get a better run, but because of the momentum that K1 has, he might be able to get ahead for turn 3. But he's ahead by turn 4.
What a move!
What a move from K1 here. Now Leori's gonna really want that place back, but I don't imagine they'd fight too hard here. It's around the time for, that in about maybe 2 to 4 laps the pit window will open, so maybe K1 wants the track position for when he pits. He might try the undercut or the overcut, wherever he wants. Track position is key.
Yeah, maybe you can pull away a bit. Now he's in front. Maybe he has a little bit more pace than Leori.
As I'm seeing now, Leori's left front is actually blistering.
Yeah, you can see the stripes on the middle of the tire. So maybe he's struggling with tire wear.
Yeah, and look, K1 has increased the gap to 6/10 just before the banking. So I assume we'll catch up now with DRS. Literally 1 second off his personal best, so that's not great, but obviously they did fight at the beginning. That's XS, it looks like now. Pini spun off the sequence of right-handers there.
Yeah, unfortunate.
The main fight is between first and second. Everybody else is either out of a second of each other, or apart from Thomas and Black Bala, but
yeah, that gap is too big to really try something.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Lori and K1 really can keep up with each other. They are just a league of their own.
Exactly, but I think Leroy is really starting to struggle here. K1 can pull the pin if he wants to. If he wants to just push dramatically hard and get Leroy out of that 1 second and push even more, just to be safe from undercut range. But
yeah,
like I said, sorry, go on.
I expect Leroy to pit within 2 laps to do an undercut.
Yeah.
I was saying that Fred has spun, but he's back on track now.
Nice for him. I'm gonna take a look at the ERS because I do want to see who's been pushing more. So they're already on about 60%, and K1 on nearly basically full battery. So I guess we know who's been pushing more. Well, obviously, Leroy was ahead for about 9 laps or so.
Yeah, 9 laps.
So you would have had to push with the ERS just to make sure you didn't get overtaken. So it's understandable. Looks like Leroy will be too far back for a move. He's gonna have a look, but nothing too major. Someone spun. It's Fred, but he's still running. He's good. We have Samibo's AI car in the way of the front runners. It's not great, so hamper Leroy as well. It's Fred spun again. It's not a very good outcome for him, really not.
Yeah, just struggling with the overheating tires after a spin.
Yeah, we need to make sure he can get out of the way by the time the front runners get to him.
Yeah, the AI of Samibo is really hurting Leroy's pace. We have to push to get the DRS on start finish straight.
Yeah. And he's already out of the second here.
Yeah, I don't think he got it. Or does he?
I don't think he will. He might. I think he has. Oh, look at his rear wing here.
Yeah,
great stuff from him for staying in DRS there.
As Chris is the first one to make a pit stop.
Yeah.
Together with Black Bella.
They're playing their own game while the top two just keep going. But I can't imagine Leroy's tires are going to hold on for much longer. He's really losing time through this fast section here. Fred's retired, unfortunately, but understandable. And K1 loses it. And he's destroyed his front wing. He's been passed now by Jeffrey. I assume he's gonna get passed by a few people before he makes it back to the pits. That is just so unfortunate. He was driving a great race and seemed so comfortable, but I think he pushed too much to get Leroy out of that DRS window.
Yeah, less grip on the soft, and then in skyblock, pushing really hard, just beyond the limit.
And if I was Leroy right now, I would stay out until most people pit here, just because he has the gap. Just because he has the gap.
And you don't come in traffic or something.
Exactly, and in case of a safety car, because if he pits first, there's always a chance of a safety car coming out and somebody jumping him who hasn't pitted.
Yeah, exactly.
With him staying out, he has that security. So I'd say it's the best. It might be the best move.
Jeffrey is the only soft runner with Leroy yet to pit.
Yeah, and looking at the state of Leroy's tires, I'd assume he's gonna come into the pit any moment now. Even I wouldn't have stayed out this long. I would have definitely gone earlier. Because once the softs are done, they're done. Or you wouldn't really want to be on them any longer.
Yeah, you have no grip then. Meanwhile, Chris and Lalapella are battling it out as Leroy pits.
We're riding on board with Chris here, or off-board camera shot.
The AlphaTauri lost a DRS to JD, so I expect a move here.
It's going defensive here. He lets the inside go for Mr. Chris here. He's going to take the inside. The AlphaTauri is going to try it around the outside here. Chris leaves him the space, but Chris with the inside line and more momentum at that point. It was a pretty easy move. Leroy did pit along with Jeffrey, so they're looking quite good. Oh, and AlphaTauri did have 15 lap old medium, so I guess that was why the move was kind of easy.
Yeah, just all the tires.
And it looks like right now all Leroy has to do is maintain this gap. You can even slack off a little bit, but maybe you just want to keep it over 3 seconds just because in case any track limit penalties. But right now he should be feeling very comfortable. His chances of the race win.
Yeah, comfortable on the lead. He just needs to hold his focus for 20 more laps. That can be really difficult. If he loses his focus for 1 second on the wrong part of the track, it's over. And yeah, then it's just over.
Exactly.
This K1 sets the fastest lap for an extra point, but I expect that to be smashed when the medium one is picked for the soft tires.
I have to agree with you there. Looks like it's going to be a no-brainer when the alternate strategy runners pit that they're going to get the fastest lap. But D-Nack now is right on the back of K1, who has gone into that 1 second window of Thomas here. He's really trying to. This is damage limitation for him for now.
Yeah,
he needs to score the maximum power points.
Yeah, exactly. Every point he can get now is one less that he loses.
Yep. As he goes down the inside here of Thomas, he needs to make the move down, otherwise he would be, I would say he would be held up here through the rest of the track. There's a yellow flag. Who is that? I have no clue.
It's Samibo who's back again.
He's having a terrible day, if I'm going to be completely honest. But letting cars go nicely. Very nice from him.
Yeah, he's letting everybody through.
Yeah, great stuff from him. He knows that they're not his fight. See Chris trying to close up to the back of JD, but it looks like Black Barla is going to try and make a move on that AlphaTauri. A drastic tire advantage for the Aston Martin, but looks like he's still going to go side by side with the AlphaTauri. It's going to lose him more time. He tries to duck back into the stream, but he had to lift off there to avoid the collision and loses more time in the process. He's really getting held up by this AlphaTauri here, but the AlphaTauri has every right to fight it. It's up to Black Bala to get past him. And with a while, K1 is closing in on them. Really looking to make up the positions.
K1 really closing in now. Especially if they are gonna battle lap after lap. Then I expect K1 to be at the next lap already.
Yeah.
As Black Bala is in the slipstream using his ERS. But just can't make the move.
He's really trying to force his way past here now. He's getting held up. I think that was about. I think I'm wrong, but it might have been a few tenths that lap that K1 took out of them.
Yeah, they saw the lap the gap was 2.8 I believe, and now it's 1.9, so about 9 tenths, nearly a second lost that lap alone.
Yeah, he's really closing that gap fast because Black Bala can't get past this AlphaTauri. As I looked at his middle sector split of the AlphaTauri, he's only half a tenth down on his best medium time. So he's not struggling for pace at all currently. So I mean, he's doing a great job of keeping Black Bala behind, because this is just going to help him when he goes onto the softs at the end.
It's Lewis has the fastest lap.
Yeah.
But every second that the AlphaTauri can keep Black Bala behind is one less to catch up when he's on the soft. As Black Bala now flies past him.
Go past the medium.
Already within a second.
Yeah. And he has dropped Thomas dropped Thomas out of the second here and left Dinak with it. So Dinak's now struggling behind Thomas. He can't get past and he's losing time to K1 here, so he's not able to follow at all. Is K1 gonna go for the move? In this DRS straight, takes the corner. That is his corner, so he does it very nicely. The Avatar didn't fight it at all, so you might realize that that's not his fight, and that K1 is extremely much faster than him. Wrong choice of words there, but I must have realized that K1 is much faster than him.
Yeah, K1 definitely got some tenths per lap quicker pace. So it's smart for the Avatar to let him by, because he will only lose time to Black Bala and Chris. If he fights, that's too much. Meanwhile, Lowe just extended his gap with another 2 seconds to a 6-second gap.
Yeah, well, he's really feeling it right now. He's on it.
Yeah, driving a lonely race at the front. This K1 is 4 times behind Black Bala in the split screen. The Black Bala
looks like I let him through there. Yeah.
As the Avatar now pits for a new set of soft tires. As does Lux, who unfortunately picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane.
Yeah, really no ideal for him there to pick up that 5 seconds, but he's quite far away from the pack at this moment. Whoops. Oh, still Dinak is on the back of Thomas, the only person who is within DRS range out of everybody.
Yeah, I think that shows that how hard it is to follow around here. As I expect a move here. Will be a flyby, I think. Yeah.
He's made the move done before the corner, and he's able to take the racing line, which is very ideal.
Yeah, let's see if Thomas can keep up with Dinak.
The same lap old tires, so he should have the same advantage.
Yeah, but by the looks of it, Dinak has a little bit more pace than Thomas.
Yeah. They're really keeping it clean so far. The only penalty we have on the board is a speeding penalty.
Yeah, also not that many warnings for track limits. Only 6 track limit warnings across the whole field.
Wow, so everybody's keeping it superbly clean. See if JD, I think he's about to get into DRS range here. Right on board with him to see what he can do here. He's at the 1 second mark exactly briefly for a moment. The DRS detection point is just on the entry of the next corner here. Is he going to be able to get DRS? He's just half a tenth shy of DRS.
Yeah, he pushed really hard because you can see on his dashboard he has nearly no ERS to play with.
Yeah, exactly. But he might be comfortably in now. He might have done his job here. He is in. He is going to get DRS for this next straight. You will be able to close that gap even further to Jeffrey here. So it's worked
really
out
nice
great for
stuff.
him.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Now we can recharge his battery in the DRS of Jeffrey. And maybe go for a move in a few laps times. He has 10 laps.
Yeah, the flag. Who's that? I think that was Thomas who had a brief moment. He dropped back 3 seconds from DNAC, so that's not great for him at all.
Yeah, I think he touched the curb on the inside of turn 1.
Yeah, curves in this game are deadly.
As JD is well within a second now.
He's gaining all the way before turn 1 here. But he's not going to be moving on. Samiba, we see him there. He spun again. To be fair, I admire Samiba's resilience here. Not giving up and going into the pits and retiring. He's really trying, so I commend that. But still, again, only 2 cars, or only 1 car in DRS zone of another. So there's not really much going on. Leroy is still extending his gap. We just noticed that it's 7.3 now. So he's cruising. He is cruising. He has 9 laps to go.
Yeah, just needs to keep it on the black stuff.
Yeah.
And if nothing crazy happens, no safety car or something, he will. I expect him to win this race easily.
Yeah. JD really closing up to Jeffrey, but I wonder if he is trying to save ERS just behind him and wait for the proper time to strike. Maybe in the last few laps.
Yes, ERS isn't charged up that much in those 2 laps. It stayed about the same.
Okay. So it looks like he's just going to DRS, maybe he's chilling, staying with them.
K1 now is within 1 second of Chris.
Wow, I think that was a 4-second gap, if I'm not mistaken. From when he passed Black Bala, it was a 4-second gap to Mr. Chris.
Catched it up. Yeah. So K1 is weaving from the straight to get a bit of temperature in his tire.
I think maybe that was a bit of a signal of like, don't fight me, let me go. maybe a bit of working together here as Dina gets a 3-second penalty. But I think he is out of the way.
Yeah, by the looks of it, Chris is fighting this position. He goes by the inside, no contact, nearly spun. I hope he doesn't have damage.
Yeah, I think that was too light of contact to get damage. So it looks like he's gonna live to fight another day, but he did dummy the outside, and Chris stayed in the middle. So Chris didn't really move either way. But it was a bit of an optimistic move, again from K1.
Yeah, he really wants to get past. Otherwise he will lose even more time to JD and Jeffrey. And laps are running out. JD now is the recharging his battery up to about 30% now. Just saving up for the last couple of laps to try something.
Yeah, again, using ERS, but he's not getting anywhere.
A bit of a different line in the first corner. To try something here, but just can't do anything. Can K1 make a move now? 4.5 times is the gap. I think he's just a little bit too far away now.
Yeah, but he's not using ERS. You realize that Mr. Chris is going to use it. He's not really going to be able to get past this. He can see Mr. Chris is flashing now. So he knows he's under 10%. He knows he has under a bit of pressure here. So K1 can kind of bide his time here and pick when he wants to try and really make the move stick. Still behind him. Lowry extended the gap by another 1.5 seconds from the last time we checked up on him. He's doing fine over there.
Yeah, he's just cruising. K1 now really close.
Surely he's gonna get the move done here.
Yeah, surely. I don't think Chris will fight this too hard because he knows K1 has more pace.
He doesn't. He's going past Mr. Chris cleanly. Great stuff.
K1 now needs to close the gap of 6 seconds within 5 laps.
I think given the age of the tires, I think that would be very difficult to do. But you know, I'd love to see if he does it.
Yeah, maybe if JD and Jeffrey are gonna fight a bit. Chris is keeping up with K1 pretty well.
Yeah, so it looks like maybe he might be able to get back at K1 in these last 3 laps here.
Yeah, but he's completely out of the ERS now. So he need to charge the battery quickly if he wants to try something.
He doesn't have a lot of time left. He needs to make something happen. That's still JD up ahead. Oh, I think he was just at 5/10, but I think he's made a mistake here and he's dropped back. So to 1.4 seconds here and 1.5 now. So it's really definitely hurt his chances 100% of getting that P2 spot, because I wonder if he's gonna be able to get back into DRS for the last lap, because lap 35 out of 36, because that's probably one of the best overtaking opportunities left in this race to get a position.
Yeah, now a lot of opportunities are there. I think his rear light is flashing also. It will be really difficult to get back in a second. Meanwhile, XS is really close to the Alpha Tower, but the Alpha Tower is on much fresher soft tires. Again, only one car within a second of the car ahead.
27 lap old hards or 10 lap old softs? My money's on that softs. 100%.
I'm putting money on the soft too.
So Lowry's pulled out a 10-second gap now. He comfortable. Ever since that era from K1, he just done his own race. He's a bit like Charles Leclerc this morning.
Yeah,
just pulled the gap and led his own race.
Yeah. Leclerc's pace was amazing today. XS can keep up pretty good with this softs of the Alpha Tower.
Yeah, you see his hards are starting to blister as well, but the softs aren't. Let's follow Leroy round because unless I see a move, I really want to give Leroy the screen time here.
Yeah,
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it, definitely.
He deserves it, so we'll just follow him around.
That's the last lap of the Grand Prix.
Consistency of his pace is unreal, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, Mega Drive. Just dominated. Really unfortunate that K1 made that mistake in Skyblock.
Yeah, I think we would have had a very, very nice fight on our hands, but we were entertained enough with a few overtakes here and there. As Leroy's coming around the final sector, he's done what he's needed. He's gonna take the championship lead here. If I'm correct, again it's an 11-second gap. He's gonna come home. He's gonna come home to win round 8 of Division and 9, taking the championship lead away from K1 here. It's gonna be Jeffrey in second, JD in third, and K1 with a remarkable comeback after his early spin in the first stint. Breaks his front wing again for good measure. And Chris rounding out the top 5. Good points for McLaren here, 1 and 5th. 35 points there. Let's see who got the fastest lap actually. It was K1. So K1 will get 13 points there.
Then they will be equal, I think. Yeah.
Well
the gap was 12 points, so they will be equal in points.
Well, great stuff then. As the rest of the runners are coming down to cross the line. Wow. I think the race could have been definitely more exciting, but you know what? That happens sometimes. You get excitement. You don't get excitement. You get, just more consistent battling.
Yeah, exactly. Just hoping something would happen, but it didn't. Yeah, amazing drive from Lowry.
Yeah, like we said, he's literally done everything he needed to do that whole race ever since the the early stint incident. So yeah. Just look at the finishing order. We have Lowry in first, Jeffrey in second, JD in third, K1 in fourth, Mr. Chris in fifth, Black Bala in sixth after starting seventh. So a nice position gain for him. DNAC in seventh, Thomas in eighth, Sway in ninth, XS in 10th, the AlphaTauri of Palais in 11th, Lars in 12th, Samiba in 13th. So you know what? Respect for him for finishing the race actually. Fred, who retired early on in the race after a number of spins, so never easy to see that. But thank you everybody for coming out tonight to watch Division 9. Thank you to our co-commentator today.
No problem. Always down to commentate.
See you guys next